As the drone war heats up, nations around the world are rapidly trying to work on their electric warfare and uncrewed aerial systems to get the edge over one another. So it's no wonder that Russia has built its most advanced drone system yet that can be a major threat to all its enemies. In fact, even the smallest of Russia's drones are continuing to make a dent among Ukrainian forces in Ukraine, where the two countries are engaged in a heated battle that has cost thousands of people their lives. By directing laser-guided artillery rounds with lethal precision, Russia has proved that its drones are a force to be reckoned with. While Russia's manned air force has not been effective in the conflict since even its most modern aircraft keep getting shot down, its unmanned fleet has certainly been highly effective. The drone videos released by the Russian Ministry of Defense paint a similar picture. A Ukrainian armored vehicle with self-propelled artillery is zoomed in for a few seconds before being exploded into smithereens by an unseen projectile. Some videos show more horrendous scenes that depict how advanced Russia's uncrewed aerial systems are. Some of them show several vehicles being picked off one after the other in a series by Russia's artillery drones, whereas the others show the projectile not sparing vehicles sheltered behind buildings. The unseen projectile is the Krasnopol laser-guided artillery shell directed by the artillery drone taking the video. Krasnopol weapons are essentially Soviet-era laser-guided artillery weapon systems that are capable of locking into a target automatically. They do so with the help of a laser designator positioned on a drone or ground-based artillery. The original version of the Krasnopol weighed about 110 pounds and it has a reported range of 20 kilometers. However, the Kremlin has claimed that its upgraded version can hit targets 43 kilometers away with an accuracy rate of 95%. The Krasnopol's 14-pound warhead reaches its intended target at a steep angle where it punches through thin top armor. It is rumored that it can even knock out heavy tanks. Laser designators or artillery pieces only have a range of few kilometers, and the observers on the ground cannot find targets like the enemy artillery from behind the lines. In contrast to the US, which makes extensive use of laser-guided bombs and missiles, Russia has widely deployed laser-guided artillery. Russia has several 152mm heavy artillery pieces that are capable of firing the Krasnopol, like its old D-30 towed howitzers and two S-19 self-propelled gun. Yet its success is down to it being paired with a drone. Drones can roam freely, hence countering most of these drawbacks. Their bird's-eye view enables them to target enemy vehicles with ease, especially when their tracks leave telltale skid marks of churned ground on open battlefields. While Russia hasn't yet disclosed the type of drone they're using for these strikes, it is believed they're using the recently upgraded Orlan-10s, which are usually designated for artillery units. The Orlan-10 unmanned aerial vehicle or UAV is a multi-purpose, medium-range vehicle that can conduct aerial reconnaissance as well as electronic warfare. The Russian army uses this drone in groups to strike its targets. The drone has multiple cameras, a radio transmitter, and a thermal imaging camera. It is also capable of offering real-time intelligence on the ground with 3D maps. In 2020, Russian forces conducted drills of this UAV in Siberia's southwestern region of Kemerovo. The Orlan-10 entered service in 2010 and it was equipped with cameras and other useful sensors. In 2020, it received a new upgrade wherein it was fitted with a laser designator. The drone has yet another plus point of being modular, which means that payloads can be swapped out when required to accommodate new devices. Samuel Bendit, a renowned expert on the Russian defense scene, noted that the Orlan-10 is often used with Russian long-range artillery. The drone is on the smaller side with a wingspan of around 10 feet and can cruise for up to 18 hours at a leisurely pace of 80 miles per hour. While Russia usually coordinates its drone usage with big guns to rapidly bring down massed artillery fire, the guided rounds it has been using so far have their benefits. A single shot gives the target no chance to get out of the artillery barrage. In addition, single rounds of artillery don't require a convoy of ammunition trucks that would otherwise be needed to support a barrage. In short, a single round that's delivered with precision is considerably less expensive. While Russia claims that its Orlan-10 is entirely made in Russia, Ukrainian forces who recovered one in 2016 conducted a detailed study. It revealed that many of the electronic components in the drone's communication and navigation system were imported from either American companies or China. A new video that surfaced from the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and Russia showed that Russian innovators have become even more creative in their use of foreign devices. The video shows a captured Orlan-10 being taken apart only to reveal an off-the-shelf Canon DSLR in its payload bay kept in place with Velcro straps. The Canon OS 750D DSLR is used by amateur photographers everywhere, so Russia's use of it did come as a surprise. The camera might have been uploading the images during the flight, but they would likely be stored in the camera and recovered once the drone returned to the base. The use of consumer cameras on industrial survey drones is not unusual. Several others, including the Trinity F90 made by Quantum Systems, use a high-grade Sony camera to capture survey photos with an incredible resolution, so drones may not necessarily require specialized sensors. The captured Orlan 10 drone also had a thermal imager and a second camera in its payload. While the use of consumer camera may seem like a shortcoming in Russian technology, it likely indicates a preference for simple, practical and cost-effective solutions. The use of commercial DJI drones and thermal imagers is also a sign that consumer electronics can do an effective job. When the US criticized low-tech Soviet hardware, Russian military commentator Viktor Suvorov commented that a stupid weapon that worked was not a stupid weapon. In addition to the Orlan 10, there are reports and images of Russia's new suicide drone that can identify targets using artificial intelligence. The drone, named Kub-La, is a type of lethal drone or loitering munition sold by Zala Aero, a subsidiary of the Russian arms company Kalashnikov. With a wingspan of 1.2 meters, this sleek white drone is reminiscent of a small, pilotless fighter jet. It can be fired from a portable launch, can cover 130 kilometers in 30 minutes, and can deliberately crash into a target to detonate a 3 kg explosive. According to Zala Aero's promotional material for the drone, at a Russian air show in 2019, the drone features intelligent detection and recognition of objects in real time based on class and type. The UAV has high accuracy and can be covertly launched, so it is virtually silent and easy to operate. The shell can be delivered to the target regardless of terrain or whether the target is sheltered. It is said to be an accurate and efficient weapon both at low and high altitudes. Hence, it is super hard to combat this drone with traditional air defense systems. According to the developer's press office, the Kub-La is multi-purpose and can also be used as a swarm. After it is launched, it can loiter in the air to detect the intended target and attack it from the upper hemisphere, performing a diving pass along the vertical trajectory. This maneuver allows the Kub-La to attack tanks on the battlefield from the upper hemisphere by piercing the turret that has minimal armor protection in its upper part. While this sleek white drone may not do much to alter the course of the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, it has certainly sparked a debate about the potential for AI to take a greater role in lethal actions. Other than using the Kub-La, there are also reports that the St. Petersburg-based TAPE, or Technologies of Automation and Programming, is trying to sell the Russian Ministry of Defense its new Phoenix drone as an alternative for the Orlan 10. Phoenix, which was revealed by the MAX 2019 Internation Aviation and Space Exposition, is believed to have two key features which could give it an edge. First, in its center section, there are additional moving elements that help control the drone in the event of wing flap system failure, so it will function as something of a backup system for the flaps and ailerons on the Phoenix wings. Other than that, the UAV also boasts a greater payload capacity as compared to the Orlan 10. Since the Phoenix has a payload of around 6 pounds more, it can be used as an ultralight bomber. This new drone also has an engine that can run on both kerosene and gasoline. Samuel Bendit considers this hybridization of drone engines a major development for the Russian UAV industry. Electric and gasoline hybrids can be utilized for quiet operation, whereas on the other hand, gasoline and kerosene hybrids can offer variable performance levels and range. While this flexibility is a compelling argument for an upgrade, there's still a drawback that needs to be addressed. Import substitution is a large part of Russian robotics and drone technology, as seen in the Orlan 10. The domestication and potential costs may be a challenge for the wide-scale adaptation of the Phoenix. What are your thoughts about the Russian deadly drones? Comment below. If you enjoyed today's video, smash the like button, click subscribe and tap the bell icon to never miss a video from us. Thanks for watching and goodbye.